Hello.
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 How are you?
Fiti, how are you?
Salama.
Nashukuru. All things considered, I'm okay. Hey, kids are going to school.
Where? So did you tell me?
Yeah. Barabara leos mejaa sana.
Yeah.
Yeah, so madereva hapo nje, please just be careful as you take your kids back to school. You're never in a hurry. Just be careful.
But just don't be stupid. Where?
Yeah.
Did I tell you?
Tell
how
me.
On Sunday. I
Sunday.
forgot to tell you yesterday. On Sunday.
Yeah.
I saw the most terrible accident happen before my eyes.
What happened?
Guy on a motorcycle just crossed the road as they normally do, expecting that anybody else will see them. And they were mashed like potatoes by a truck. It was traumatizing.
Yeah.
As in an instant, an individual was fully bodied, and in mere seconds,
They were misfit.
a leg was over here. My son was traumatized. A leg is over here. A brain. This body is nothing.
Yeah.
In a minute, brain.
It's actually happening a lot. It's happening a lot, especially at the junctions, at the bends. Yes.
And you know what? While that's going on, another silly man on a motorcycle now is crisscrossing the highway. And I'm like, do you not see death? Do you not see here? Yeah. This is death. This is actually what can happen to you.
The modus operandi is, it is them, not me. I'm still the superstar. Yeah. Naitwanga. What?
No.
Hailing up baridi. Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Anyway, it's okay.
It was. I don't know why I forgot that. Hey, I was trying. Can you tell? Yeah. I think I put it in the back of my memory because I was like, hey.
It's not to repeat, not to remember. Yeah, but if it's such a big problem in the country where you go to Kenyatta and there is a specific ward just for motorcyclists, you know those who
spinal injury. 80% of the cases at the spinal injury units just here in Nairobi are actually. Yeah.
So with that, with you knowing that as a government, what are you doing about it? Because you're spending more taxpayers to treat your people.
Yeah.
Yet you have rules, you have regulations that if each and every single person adheres to them, then it lessens the burden within which you treat your people. But voila, here we are.
That's true. So you know how I told you I was watching. I am currently watching a lot of documentaries from around the African continent, and there was one particular one that I was watching yesterday, and a lot of the songs that come out of that was great. So this is the song.
Okay.
You guys know the song because it probably originated here.
Okay.
But it's a beautiful song. Asira za nini we bwana.
Kabisa.
Asira za nini we bwana. Ataka kuniua.
Wataka kuniua bure baba. Yule si wako nami si wangu, chuki ya nini kati yangu mimi na wewe, nasema sina makosa we baba.
So it was playing through this documentary. I'm still trying to get it together and how the song goes, but actually a very what is it? It's a very relatable song, but nascent to this region. So it was a good song, and I think when I was just trying to look it up and who did it. It was done by Les Wanyika. Les Wanyika. You're right. So I mean, that was just he was talking. The message behind the music is often something that we forget. Yeah. Chuki ya nini? What's the hatred?
Yeah,
between you
us.
And between us. What is it actually about?
She and yours, she and mine. So why are you fighting? They were fighting.
It was a question over a woman, but can be related to a lot of things. If you go down to the very nitty gritty of it, then what are we actually fighting over?
Exactly.
And then, interestingly enough, I guess, the natural algorithm. So then I was going through a lot of things yesterday, and I saw that the vitriol on social media at the moment is really very high.
Yeah.
And then somebody posted and they said, well, if you were to actually go to the beginning of the thread, you'll find that somebody made a comment about bread. And somebody didn't like it.
Yeah.
That has escalated to this near world war.
Yes.
That really, there's no need for the chuki.
Let me tell you.
And we're actually friends.
I'm on social media, but I can't keep up. I'm going to tell you the truth. Me, I'm there for shorts. I'm there to watch Matt Armstrong building his cars. Some guy in the US building his house. You know, that's what I do on social media. Most of the time, I'm either reading, you know, or just doing research here and there. That's all my issue.
I know. I just think that we get so angry over things that perhaps are not necessary.
There's a saying
this song by Les was just like, wow, it's true.
There's this phrase you keep on referring to. If it will not make sense in the next 5 years or in the next 5 minutes,
don't spend 5 minutes thinking about it.
Yep.
Or being upset.
Drop it like a hot potato.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's where we are. Good morning, everybody. Hasira Zanini.
Zanini.
Hasira Zanini. That's what we're asking. Morning at 6:15.
Yeah.
Good morning and karibu sana. This is the Situation Room. And Dennis Aseto is here. He's fine.
Niko fiti.
Kabisa. And it's the 25th of August.
20 yangawa?
5th. Ofu, Abwa, Ato, Ise, Asato.
Okay.
As me? I swear. It's okay.
As me.
Ise is 4, Asato is 5.
As me.
Okay. So I've increased the numbers for you.
Yeah.
By the time we get to your birthday like this, you should be able to say a phrase to me in Igbo.
Don't worry.
Abi?
I've
already taught you a few things.
Yes.
Isn't it? How do you say good morning in Igbo?
Akwaba.
Mba. That is, hey, you're even in another country. That is welcome in Ghana. Hey.
How do you say good morning, actually?
Ututuoma. Remember I told you mma is a good thing. So every time you want to think mma is good. So always good morning. Ututuoma. Okay. We have agreed by Christmas.
We've agreed.
You'll be able to say one
at least
line.
2 things I can't forget: Ututuoma and Asato.
Asato.
Yeah, Asato.
At least remember that one.
Those 2. Yeah.
All right. Good. So let's tell you what we'll be talking about today. Marion is very happy today. She doesn't know why she's in such a good mood, but we'll take it. And she's ready to face the day, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And I saw Sweetie, I want to call you Sweetie, but we'll go with Skitty. Good morning. And Mutanu is somewhere hiding, lurking in the shadows. And Joy B is here. So all the ladies getting the Situation Room going this morning, karibuni sana, and thank you for what you do every day. We don't ever take that for granted. Karibu sana. And everybody who's trickling into the room today, our live streams are up on YouTube, Facebook, and on X. And our audience on KTN is here. Let's get into the conversation for today. I know that political temperatures are hotting up. It's fever pitch already, and we're not even in the last quarter of a year before a general election. But with all of that, you can actually keep sane. You can, I promise. Let's talk about a number of things today because it's necessary that we do. We're going to start things off with our 7 o'clock conversation, which is going to center around around the state of the nation and the 2027 political strategy. We're going to look at that to be able to have, so what does it look like? Yesterday, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua said he has gone around the country. He's been in sequester for the last 55 days. And out of this sequestering himself, it has come to his
realization
that he could actually be the one that saved this country. And Kenyans have told him they want him to do that. Sawa?
Yes.
All right. Now, we're going to be looking at that and other things in our conversation with Dr. Mwita Ntongo, who is a government affairs and public policy expert, with Bosco Kira, who is a political analyst, and look at what the state of the nation is and the strategy 2027. That is what we're going to talk about. Yesterday, were you guys feeling a little bit confused? When you know that there's a target and that's the bullseye and that's what we're heading for. But then, unfortunately, as you draw up your bow and you point it at the target, suddenly there are very many targets. Like, which one is the bullseye? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here?
Or is it what I imbibed? No, I can't see well.
That's kind of what it feels like coming from the united opposition at the moment. We're not really sure what's going on. So maybe, to help us get an understanding of exactly what is going on, Dr. Mohisa Kitui, who's a spokesperson and head of the Secretariat of the United Opposition, will be here at 8 o'clock. And he can explain to us what exactly is going on. So when you say it is me, but if it's not me, it can be Dennis. Or if it's not Dennis, it can be somebody else. Whom exactly do you want Kenyans to set their sights on? And can we reduce this confusion? Just kidogo too. We'll have a conversation with him at 8 o'clock. Dr. Mohisa Kitui will join us then. All right. Kids are going back to school. They started the journey yesterday. Some are going back today, and we'll have some going back tomorrow. And by the end of the week, everybody will be in school. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Yeah. While that's happening, university students are also reporting to the first semester of the year 2026. So they're also going to school. A lot of things are happening, and there are many balls up in the air, and everybody's asking, So now? Right. Interestingly enough, yesterday, not yesterday, but the day before, Papa Aroma said that, Sisi, tunapeana mabarua za TSC. Uko State House. So now I wonder, excuse me?
Shika. Ndu barua. Shika, TSC, relax there at the corner.
Teacher Service Commission.
They're not servicing anything.
You just be there like flower girls. We'll do the rest.
We'll do the rest.
Okay. Now, the state of senior school education is what we're looking at. Don't for a moment think that this ecosystem does not include teachers. Hello?
Hello.
It does.
Yes.
And you see now how things are being done, whereby letters are being given everywhere and anybody. Can you imagine the frustrated teacher? The frustrated teacher, the favored teacher, the teacher who is just trying to get all of them teach your children. Yeah. Hello?
Yep.
All of those teachers teach your children. The ones who get the letters from State House and the ones who don't, all teach your kids. Now.
Are you surprised?
That they all teach your children?
No, that a senior school student is unable to comprehend grade 3.
I will be honest with you that I am surprised.
Oh.
I am. And I say this because I am surprised that I'm surprised. That's the surprise. That's the kind of surprise that is surprising me. Yes. Should you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Right. I'm surprised that I'm actually surprised. That all the ingredients for baking a cake were put into the pan. So that is what is going to come out. So, Ndu, why are you met with surprise? Do you understand?
Yes.
That's where I am this morning. So we're going to be having a state of the senior school education conversation. Is senior school system unjust by design? Is it? Let's talk with Ms. Claudia Lagat, who is the Assistant Program Officer, the Policy Engagement with the Usawa Agenda. They are the ones who have these numbers. And they're going to tell us this research that you did, why are you trying to rage bait us and tell us now on top of all our problems, then bado atuwezi soma. Not that we can't, but we are unable. Why? Why would you want to do that? So come and tell us where you got that information from. Hesbon Otieno Agola is the Deputy Secretary General of the Kenya National Union of Teachers. Munajua kweli barua inapana State House. And how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
All right. So that's the conversation that we'll have at 9 o'clock. So we're going to go and look into the road to 2027. We're going to try and understand what's going on with the United Opposition. And then we're going to have a conversation about education. We're going to look at senior school. But senior school comes from junior school and it goes to university. So it's all in the ecosystem. So these conversations will flow. Sawa.
Yes.
Up until Tuko. Take us to where I ate couscous that I didn't like.
Morocco. Couscous you didn't like. You can as well have tagine or their mint tea.
That I had and it's delicious.
I
had a lamb tagine. It was
lamb tagine. Yes. They also have harira, which is the traditional soup. So you see, what is known was Kenyam choma. So if you go there and you ask for harira is the traditional soup. But you talk about the tourism and the colorful markets. The souks in Morocco is just to die for. Plus, they have this mosque that is next to the ocean, right? And looks so beautiful. I saw this man visiting it and just looking at the architecture. You gotta love it. But let's go to the proverb. I pointed out to you the stars, and all you saw was the tip of my finger. I pointed out to you the stars, and all you saw was the tip of my finger.
Focus. Eye on the prize. Eye on the ball. As in, you don't you look at where you're going as opposed, I'm showing you the way, but it's the way I'm showing you, not me.
Yeah.
Focus. that this is where we're actually going.
Yep.
Focus. I guess it's a point for all of us at this point, where you focus. Come on, that if you actually see this is where you could actually be, as opposed to looking at just the method or the madness. But if you actually focus on the end where you're supposed to be going, then you might get somewhere. Don't focus. Don't pay attention to all these.
You know, if I'm gonna bring it to a situation. If different parties have told you that it's looking bad, Adan Foundation is telling you where I'm pointing to is bad, but you still relax and say, wewe uliambiwa huko kutakuwa na goons, mbona ulienda sungeka kwa nyumba? You're missing the point. You're missing the point. When professionals tell you this education thing, funding model iko na shida, please listen. Listen and fix it, because where you're headed, like you've said, it's an ecosystem. So if junior school is not sorted, senior school is affected, university is affected.
100%.
At the end of the day, the end product, that graduate, how does he then come back? How do they come back to the market and make sense?
And you want to go somewhere in 60 years? 30 years. There's a place in our hearts, and I know that it is love. Let's go there. There's a place you want to go, but you need to focus.
Kapsa.
And if you're not focusing on the details, then it's going to be very difficult. Don't look at my finger. Fantastic one.
Yeah.
So you're in the room. Let's take a minute or 5 to say hello to you today, and let's get into it. Good morning from Mombasa, says Robert Mbogo. Good morning to you. Don Sabo says, good morning, Ndwana Seto. Is that my cheeks?
Good morning.
You know, my cheeks are big. I know I still have like baby cheeks, whatever. But I keep biting my cheeks the last couple of days. What's going on?
I don't know.
Anyway.
After show to find out.
Sheesh. Good morning, Ndwana Seto. Bwana Seto.
Yes.
Did the World Bank just ban Webmasters Limited and its CEO for 5 years from its projects?
Yes.
Are they a fraud or accomplice internationally?
Well, they said that the money that were given never did the project. So based on that, fraud.
So the World Bank says, no, we don't want to play with you in the playground. Go over there.
So what does that mean after 5 years? Are they clean? Are they good to go?
You imagine Marion Jones, one of the most greatest athletes on the planet, ran the 100 meters and the 200 meters. She ran the 400 in some cases, ran the 4x4 and the 4x100 meters. She doped. She did. She lied about it. She colluded with her manager, husband, stroke, shot put athlete.
Yes.
And then she was actually incarcerated for some time over this. After her incarceration and the doping and all of that came to an end, she came back to the track. Was it ever the same again?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yes. Meanwhile, as with the problems and all the evidence that we still have, we're even asking who owns that system.
You say you can never resign. Yeah. So you say that after 5 years, can he come back and still operate properly? Marion Jones.
Yeah.
Think about that. Kiaria Peter says, good morning from Mombasa. Your body will last longer than any job, handbag, car, or material item. Invest in your health more than anything else.
Amen.
Whoa, low.
Yes.
Peter Kiaria, there you are spilling the wisdom this morning. Yikes. Yeah, invest in your health. All these other things that we're chasing after. Another bottle of perfume. Not necessary.
But that guy is invest in a helmet. Important.
Kisa Daniel says, good morning, tuning from Attack in Uganda. Dan Stilangat says, good morning, it's your baby. Hey, it's been a minute since you called me that. Good morning to you, Dan Still, and Aseto.
Good morning.
Yeah, una pet name
ina pressure.
From
Nangoja Jennifer Kochin.
Kwenda huko. Kip Kellion in Kericho County is listening. Spice the day for me. Tuko hapa. Cliff Sunday says, good morning, Team Spice. Just a question that I'm pondering. Okay, ponder away. Are Kenyans learning every day why we need better people in public service?
I hope so.
Well, one can only hope.
Yeah.
Bob Akoko says, good morning, Nduan Dennis, listening all the way from Kendo Bay, Karachonyo. How often do we act religious in public and act very ruthless in private?
Always.
Yes. It is in the closet that you get to know a man or a woman.
Yeah.
When nobody's watching.
When they are under the influence, because then they speak the truth.
Very true. Good morning, TSR, says Izakale. The coffee is strong. Mine is. The tea is flowing and the political pot is already bubbling. We've got salt, ginger, turmeric, chili, and somehow every politician thinks they are the main ingredient.
Yeah.
Yes. Meanwhile, we have the spice. Right. Good morning, says Christina. Good morning to you. Alex Gyokomwai says, good morning, Ndu. And I said, remove the H. I beg you in the name of God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Please. Remove the H. Remove the H. Okay? Please. Thank you, though. County 026 is tuned in loud and clear. You Nigani, Sasa?
I think that is Trans Nzoia.
This year, Trans Nzoia will not be the country's food basket. Nikunoma Shambani, I hear it's not good. Hey, James says, and you know what? Do you know how many people I did not realize at the beginning of the school year, they're counting on the maize. They sell their maize to then be able to pay school fees for the year. And so they're getting to that time where they need to, this is the time where they are really hoping that the rains come, the crop is good, because they are banking on it for January. I didn't realize just how many people.
I saw some parents actually bring maize in exchange for school fees.
Yeah.
In school.
It's a thing.
So it's a thing, yeah.
It is. Hey, may God have mercy. And, favor will just be on those who are counting on this. And thanks for bringing that to our attention, Alex. James says, hello, thanks to our speaker, we can now understand the 100K teachers and the 2 million new jobs. Maths is now adding up. Cindy, Rose Gray says, good morning, Ndu and Aseto, tuned in from Menara. Kumbe, ile kitu ya TSC letters to MPs was not a rumor, as had been confirmed by Papa Waroma, Aworo, Kenya. Blessings, dear ones. Yeah. Thank you so much, Rose. Good morning. No, it's not a rumor.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. There is no smoke without fire. Where there's smoke, there is fire. Or there was fire. Or there will be fire. I'm telling you. Pick it. Which one do you want? Edwin says, good morning, Ndu and Mr. President himself, Aseto.
I told you it would come.
Hey, you're going to be the president.
El Presidente. Yeah, me too. Nimejitupa ulingoni.
Tell us that I'm waiting for him right here in Villaggio Auto Spa Grill. We are waiting for the lined up conversations.
Yeah. Karibu
sana. Wanda says, good morning, Ndu and Aseto from Toronto. I'm recovering from a wisdom tooth extraction. My sister, that thing is not a small wahala. It's crazy. Question. I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Now, as an outsider, I've always wanted to ask you too, what do you think the best thing is about Kenya? Who is the outsider here? You, Wanda, and me.
Okay.
So Aseto is the Kenyan.
The best thing about Kenya is its people. Resilient. That's what I would say.
Okay.
Because it's the people who make Kenya.
Okay. Sawa. Aseto has answered you. Sunday Wanda. All right.
It's people.
Pan-African Kenyan says, good morning, tune in from Nairobi. Vintage Oak says, hi, Ndu. Hi, Dennis. Hi, all. Set for the show. Hi.
Welcome.
Eric O'Hara says, good morning, guys. Edwin says, did you know that you can vote for the TSC number Kenya inawezekana? State House mtatuonyesha mambo. So bad for Kenyans. Impunity will never end. Yeah, imagine you can pay for it even. You can pay for a TSC number. Can you imagine? I'm actually saying those words with my mouth. Mark Mwangi says, good morning, Spice family. We are all going to fix Kenya one conversation at a time.
Atuhami.
All right. Atuhami. Ndu and I said, thank you. I'm glad we have all rejected violence. Kabisa. It has no place. Yeah. It doesn't matter where you are. Brian Rono says, top of the morning, I like the Hasidas and Nini Kasongo rendition better. There's one like that. I'm going to go and find it today. I shall go and look for it. Kimiak says, nothing good will come out of the Kenya Kwanzaa administration.
Good morning, Kimiak.
Today he said he's not even going to say hi to us. Today you're angry.
Good morning. I hope you're enjoying your run.
Christina is telling James that she hopes he knows that what?
Those new teachers aren't performing. They got the job through Maheshimiwa.
Okay, well.
Niliweka hapa na mutu.
And those ones were not performing.
Yeah.
So, right. Okay. Okay. Eric Yoga says, hello, Wangwana. I'm back from holiday. I'm now back to school. Now that the State House has taken over TSC mandate, should we still have teachers all registering with the TSC or State House? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Dan Steele says, color teal again, royal teal. Yeah, I didn't realize I have so much teal, but okay. This is maybe a deeper one, but yes, imagine. Thank you so much. Collins Juma says, good morning, Team Spice. Maendeleo hii kitu tuona is not a must. You interrupt our even program kila wakati.
Okay.
What?
Tuaona tu
is
not a must. You interrupt our event program. Okay, sawa.
That's okay.
Good.
Sawa. Mashari and Jerry says, good morning, Team Spice, watching from Portland in Oregon. Who's the new boss of the TSC? We'll tell you just a minute. Mark Mwangi believes that my Kiswahili is on point.
Yeah.
Where is our porridge? Woo!
Thank you, Mark.
What's the name of the porridge, first of all? Do you remember? You see now. Which kind of student are you?
Nyoka.
Bure kabisa.
I just told you what it is.
Akamu.
Oh, okay, now I can relate it with something. You know the way you can relate some words with what it is, you know? So, kamua, akamu. For me, it's easier to remember it like that.
Akamu. In fact,
kamua,
the
akamu.
process of making akamu rather, there's a point you actually kamua something.
See?
Well done.
Yeah.
You would think that you were a student of linguistics. Well done. Jose Mahinda says, good morning. How are you doing, my friends? Long time. Hey, Jose, where have you been? But Karibu Sana, you always have a place here. Tibbs Muge says, good morning, SpiceFM team. Earth oceans just hit the highest recorded temperature, 21.1 degrees Celsius. Crazy. I've averaged this year. European Union's Copernicus Climate Change Service, more tree planting, please.
15 billion in Kenya.
By the way, how far those 15 billion trees?
Let me tell you, fun fact. Now, one of the researchers told me that we are planting trees where they should not be. So each and every single microclimate that we have in the country has specific trees or specific vegetation that does best in those areas. So all you're doing is we're going for these trees, just plant it for the sake of planted trees. Yet we know very well, hata wiki moja haitaka.
Oh, come on. But I thought that was like basic knowledge that depending on where you're planting the tree, you need to take the seedling that...
You said basic and more. Okay. But it's not basic.
Clearly not.
Yeah.
Okay. Simon Kibiru says, good morning, people of goodwill. Tuned in from Mombasa. Another Tuesday full of hope despite everything. Tunangoja chai motomoto na inakuja. Wakama says, good morning, Nduana Seto. It is what it is. Tutadu, tutaomba. Somebody should wake up Mutuflani, says Mark Mwangi. We see you. Fiery Red says, good morning, Nduana Seto. Good morning, everyone. Ndu umeamua hii wiki ni shades of green. Iko tu sawa. Asante sana. Wanda says, also, every situation room needs to start the show not with a prayer, but with a song from the host. It soothes our spirits and gives us a feel-good start of the day. Sawa, we'll start tomorrow. Borangi Chuma says, hi, people. Hi, Spice. Let people have their choice. It cannot be that you're not supporting him when he labels you planless, agendaless, and even brainless. Oi. Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. Thank you, Muhisa. It's a sober. Thank you for Muhisa. Is a sober mind. Yes, he is. We'll talk with him. Mutuflani says, good morning, all. Ndu, I promise me and Aseto didn't send Mark Mwangi to talk Uji Manenos. Aseto, sindio? Akamu.
Yeah.
Okay, so mnasalimiana huko na uji ni sawa. Raskodor says, good morning. Can someone advise Dr. Ruto, Mr. Ruto, that we need real action on the ground instead of holding meetings in Nairobi? Oh, okay. Engineer Julius Opani says, good morning. Joanna Seto tuned in. Do we know where the goons will be this weekend so that we can cancel our movement? Let's ask the CS.
Yeah.
Since he seems to know.
So you've been warned, where are you going there?
So let him tell us where they are.
So that you can avoid.
He must know where they are by now, or where they will be.
Yeah.
Wairimo Derito says, good morning, my people. 2 years ago, my Igbo colleague looked at my bag and went, Ghana must go. Later, when I got it, was the last time I carried that bag to work. Yes, so now Ghana must go. That's how we said, Ghanaians, we're not dealing with you again. Come and be going. The bag that they used to carry all their belongings, till today, we call it Ghana must go.
Which bag?
That's that big bag that you people are now calling Niger bag.
Abuja bag, yeah.
Abuja bag. It's Ghana must go.
Ghana must go.
Ghana must go. My sister is Ghana must go. Wairimo, good morning, my sister. Wanda says the prophet might mean I showed you your potential, but you fell short and really underachieved.
Yes.
Could be. Robert Abusa says, good morning, tuned in. And Isaac Chema is tuning in from Githongori. How is your MP? Nyangi Writer says, good morning, Spice. I'm excited to start the day with you. Watching you from Eindhoven. A very good morning to you. Beatrice Mwane says, good morning. Ukijuma lips ujue mutu anakusema, they're not my lips, it was my cheeks inside cheeks, right? Ndu could be an overgrown molar. No, it's the cheeks. Ndu H removed. Well done, good job. Not the teeth, the cheeks. I just have a baby face. Mpelelezi says, good morning. Mnyonge kupata haki ni mwenye nguvu kupenda.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Mnyonge. How do I put it? It's making sense in my head, but I don't know how to say it in English.
Okay. Whoa, Lolo. Okay, very, very fast. Samuel, good morning. Washington, Okechi, good morning. Tuning in from Brighton in the United States. Beja is tuned in and said following religiously. And Samuel, we see you. Good morning to you. Okanga Ken also tuned in this morning. And Padmore Ubuka says, good morning. Tuning from Kisi, Iko Sawa Kabisa. And Washington, we see you. Karibu. Raimtula Omar, thank you so much. So let's look into it. The headlines today. There are 350 days to the next election.
Yep.
On the front page of the Standard, Kenya's bold newspaper, inside the conclave. Apparently there was a conclave going on, and maybe Gachagua is the only one who saw white smoke. Okay. DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua has emerged from his 55-day Wamunyoro political conclave with a clear message. He wants to lead the opposition into the 2027 presidential contest to oust President William Ruto. But he's willing to step aside if a stronger candidate emerges. The former deputy president says his nationwide consultations expose deep anger over the economy, education, healthcare, agriculture, taxation, security, and governance. So he's come out of the hermitage and has said, yes, this is what we need. Again, Dr. Muhisa Kitui will be here at 8 o'clock to help us understand who is where. Narok teacher wins world record after publishing 20 books in 2026. That's a fantastic thing.
True.
I have often said that we as Africans, we don't write enough. And that's perhaps because we don't read enough either. And I think this is great that this is happening. I'd love to get one of those to see what it is that he's writing about.
Yeah.
Geologists are probing Rift Valley's lakes' rising waters amid tectonic activity. So the rift is rifting still. And you know that the Rift Valley is just not in Kenya. It comes all the way from here and it goes all the way to southern part of the country and goes actually through Malawi. So the Great Rift Valley is through East and Southern Africa. So it keeps going. So there's some activity there, and they're trying to see if this now contributes to the rising lake waters that we are seeing.
Yes.
Kenya is on alert as El Nino rains could continue into January 2027. It's one to watch. Over 150,000 first-year students apply for university scholarships. Remember that there are 294,000 first years. Over half of them have applied for university scholarships. And the key figures that we're looking at here, 159,551 first-year students who had completed the portal applications by August 20th. 150,403 applications included a university's fund scholarship, 149,000 scholarship and loan applications, 642 scholarship only. So what does that tell you? That they're saying, let's get the scholarship, but then also apply for the loan. So they don't have the cash to pay now. Applications still going on or incomplete are at 5,732, and 202,133 students placed in public universities for 2026-2027, 608,879 projected scholarship beneficiaries in 2026-2027. 78 billion shillings is the approximate cumulative government scholarships to public university students from 2023 to 2026. 30 billion is the government scholarships allocated. 47.9 billion is the scholarships dispersed between 2023 and 2026. Initial allocation to universities released is 2.5 billion, and that was this month. 19.9 billion dispersed in private universities under the differentiated unit cost framework. 270,000 is the number of candidates who attained C+ and above in the 2025 KCSE compared to 62,000 in 2017. 408,000 public university students reached through scholarships, and August 31, 2026, the deadline for students to complete pending HEF applications. Look, when you look at those numbers, I think it is commendable that the scholarships that are being given to these students are actually happening. This money is going. Is it enough? Nowhere near. But is it happening? Yes, it is. So I think that's a good thing. But I still believe that ducks need to be in a row. So those applications that were made to the tune of 150,000, it would be good to see how many of them actually get an adequate funding. Gachagua ends his 55-day conclave. It's the explainer of that story. That's on the front page of the Standard. No degree requirement to run for elective positions, IEBC has clarified in the person of Commissioner Rose Nderito, I beg your pardon, Anne Nderito. And she says, as we stand today, there's no requirement for a degree for anybody. We do not have the requirement for a degree anywhere. So, anybody can just, come, just... Remember the justification that if you go into the House of Parliament, for example, that you're going to have some kind of knowledge or understanding, comprehension, to allow you look through some of these laws and to make some of these suggestions, that you need to have something. But the IEBC says no degree is necessary.
I don't want to judge anyone, but I'm looking at the complexity there is, especially when it comes to legislation and what it takes for, say you're coming up with a tax bill. If you can't read well, if you can't comprehend, how are you playing your role in representing your people when it comes to their views being included in that bill?
You're not. I mean, we don't even have to think very far. Can Edwin Sifuna rekindle Kijana Wamalwa's Luya political dream? Well, there we go. That's the story there, and how social media is fueling Kenya's tribal fault lines. What did we just say? I had not even looked at the story.
Yep.
But what did we just say about what's happening in social media? And it's going absolutely crazy. 2 mothers caught battles on the case for reproductive justice in terms of who owns the baby. Solomonic wisdom will tell you that, okay, you said this is your baby, he says your baby, let's share the baby. The person who doesn't want the baby to be shared is the one now who owns the child. There seems to be some heavy insistence on talking about the Western community and what it would mean. And I think that perhaps is some of the things that's fueling this controversies. 2027 election is months away, but Treasury is already spending for it. Yeah.
Okay.
State refuses to push to cut fuel tax. Rather, state faces renewed push to cut fuel taxes. It's in the Financial Standard today, being Tuesday. Some of the things that we look into, and newspapers and education gives us a mind into what's happening in the sector. All right. The Diamond League enters its home stretch, so we're going into that, and Kenyans focus on Zurich. That's happening this weekend, and so it'll be fun to watch who is coming out in the action. Get yourself a copy of the Standard newspaper today, or you can get the e-paper, www.standardmedia.co.ke. Yes, sir.
Well, there's a story I've just seen before you even leave the Standard. Sony's 40,000-acre auction puts test Ruto's 117 billion shillings write-off pledge.
I beg your pardon?
Yes. 40,000 acres up in auction for Sony Sugar.
They're auctioning their land.
They're auctioning their land because of debt.
But I thought they said the sugar sector has been sorted.
It's doing well. We even gave people, what did you call it? Bonus, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, let's go to the Daily Nation. Salaries crisis hits counties. In there is Control of Budget Margaret Nyakango says 6 counties are yet to submit their budget for 2026-2027 financial year. So affected counties, Bomet, Baringo, Bungoma, Homa Bay, Isiolo, Kitui, Kisii, Kericho, Kwale, Laikipia, Lamu, Meru, Nakuru, Nairobi, Siaya, Tharaka Nithi, Taita Taveta, Tana River, Turkana, Trans Nzoia, Vihiga. Why have I gone through all that? So that you know your county is going through what? A salaries crisis. Now, county employees have not been paid for the past 2 months following a standoff between county government and the Control of Budget Nyakango on budget approvals. So counties have not yet submitted their papers. So Control of Budget anasema until you submit them.
So the problem is not that there's no money, it's because people have not submitted budgets.
Yeah.
So you just do your job.
Yeah, just do your job. Yeah. Gachagua flags dodgy election technology firm. So former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua alleges the electoral agency has turned to controversial South Korean firm for an election system, sparking a dispute at the procurement board. Okay. Smartmatic was questionable. Now you've gone to South Korean firm that is also questionable. Is it that the market does not have anyone who has done it right?
Excuse me, sir.
India has done something.
You know what we have just said? I'm sorry, but is it just me who is seeing? Can we be very honest?
Yes.
Across board. Rigathi Gachagua came into the presidency using that system that he's now faulting.
Yes.
So is he actually then saying that they were illegitimately voted into office? Is that what he's saying?
That's exactly what he's saying.
Yes.
Without
because
saying it.
You can't come and tell us, oh, Smartmatic is bad and now so is South Korea. No, you were voted in on that Smartmatic. So even your presidency is illegitimate.
Everybody pretty much was elected is illegitimate. But anyway, that's what he says. That's what he's saying. But now question is, if you look at India, they have their own system that they use. Look at Brazil as well. They have their own systems because they said election is more of a national security issue. We need to fix it. What are we doing? I keep on saying, if we have M-Pesa, trust you me, we can sort out the elections. Just saying. Now, there's a rearrest drama as lawyer faces murder charge in Dr. Mutiso killing. So we saw that yesterday as the ODPP has preferred murder charges against the lawyer. And on the TSC jobs, now unions are outraged after National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula revealed that State House hands teach employment letters to MPs, saying these amounts to an admission that political patronage influences hiring. You know, State House hands teachers employment, squarely talking about the president. So why is the president committing an illegality? He's breaking the law.
I think when these people are outside talking,
like
Papa Waroma now, I think that morning the batteries, Isaac was in charge.
Because what exactly are you saying about the president?
Just indicted your president for doing things that he's not supposed to be doing. Sasa hata kama ilikuwa siri yenu, now everybody knows the things that you've been doing and now can call you out on it. Simu charge battery usiku, so that when you come out in the morning, you've put the proper batteries in, and then your brain to mouth filter will actually be functioning. Because now you have just told Kenyans about illegalities that are happening. So who's to say what other illegalities are happening and you people do not know a thing about them?
Yeah. You know, so, but now the onus is on TSC. You know your role, you know your mandate. Explain to Kenyans why we have letters being issued at State House. You know, Nasamanga Teacher Service Commission. Let us see. Now, workers suffer as salaries crisis hits over 21 counties. That is there. Gachagua raises alarm over IEBC contract has been expounded on page 6. Now, Ruto, my final phone call and dinner with Raila Odinga. So, President William Ruto revealing the last conversation he had with Raila Odinga. And ODM sets out policy demands in partnership with UDA. Orange Party wants zoning, stronger devolution, equitable wealth sharing, and social protection included in the manifesto. Why are we talking about zoning? If you're sure that you're good enough, if you're sure that you will come back based off your track record, why are you afraid of a setter coming to compete with you?
The only reason you're asking for zoning is because the prior is true.
Yeah.
That you are afraid that you will not be able to make it. So you say, okay, let's zone it so that at least I have a shot.
So that this is an ODM zone. Munataka power. How MPs have stalled law giving IEBC control of poll technology. So we're being told it's members of parliament who have not done what it is they ought to do. So in procuring the technology, the commission shall ensure that the technology is accessible and available for scrutiny by candidates, courts, and such other persons as required under the law. That is according to the Elections Amendment Bill 2024. So members of parliament, what are you doing? IEBC is complaining. Now, refusal to grant access to servers in 2017 election petition was one of the reasons that led to the results nullification. Okay. Now, unions in an uproar over teacher employment letters. Mr. President, what do you do? What do you do? Now, Kindiki calls for greater readiness for El Nino. Now, Deputy President says 18 counties and major cities face increased flood risks due to above normal October-December rains. You know, one thing that would be happening right now is there ought to be civic education and also public service announcements in the areas that have been highlighted to be yet to be highly affected by El Nino, to prepare people of voters to come, the areas where they would go. In case of an emergency, this will be the holding area. These are the individuals you need to call. You know, like let's see boots on ground preparing Wananchi in case El Nino hits. It's not case when it hits. New subsidies give relief to maize farmers. So 78 billion shillings is the amount the government has spent on subsidized fertilizers since the program was introduced in 2022. Government to spend 6 billion shillings on subsidized 40 million kilos of maize seed to revive production, according to CS Kagwe. We will invest in fertilizer, which is a good thing. But remember, fertilizer is not the only thing that gives good production. There is good seeds.
It's good soil.
There is good soil. That means research into the same. There is equally favorable climate. But importantly, we need water. Remember, today, we're talking about parents unable to have a good harvest because there were no rains. So are we still thinking of rain-fed agriculture, or are we moving towards irrigation? Twende kwa star.
Star pia wanasema fertilizer subsidy inside states 32 million bags in 4 seasons. Program now spans 45 counties, 417 sub-counties, and 1,382 wards. Okay, so people are still getting the fertilizer. Voila. Opposition now demands answers from IEBC on the polls. Okay. Court throws out man's 10 million shilling Java house photo claim. We'll look into that. Gathongo exposes financial rot in elite secondary schools. Most widows with HIV infected after burying their husbands. Come on. Alpha. Chicks, what's up?
It's cold out there.
Really? After they bury their husbands?
Yeah.
All right. I want to look at this illegal fee story on page 6. Real quick.
Okay.
Remember I told you I went for a meeting on Saturday? Gathongo exposes illegal fees, financial rot in top high schools. Auditor General Nancy Gathongo has exposed how parents are paying millions of shillings in illegal fees in some of the country's top secondary schools. Gathongo also revealed massive procurement irregularities, illegal expenditure, and widespread financial mismanagement at the institutions. The revelations are contained in the latest financial audit reports for schools for the period ended June 30, 2025. It goes on to say that the findings are likely to put principals, school leadership, parents, associations, and boards of management under scrutiny, as it should. A review by the Star of reports from at least 10 public national schools across the country reveals a disturbing pattern. The schools have imposed extra charges under Parents Association support programs and other vote heads without the required ministry approval. This has placed a heavy financial burden on parents amid tough economic times. How many of you have been told when you go to school that you need to add some money, something like motivation, on top of what you pay for school fees? This is what the Auditor General is flagging at this point. Yikes. This story for... look, for me, I've glossed over it. Because... until you sort out certain things, this is going to continue to be the case. They're going to continue raising the school fees. What do you want them to do? As in, I was angry, I calmed down, and then I was upset and frustrated. I calmed down, then I was worried and anxious, then I calmed down. Until I said, you know what? My sister, I beg rest. Because me and Ndu just said,
Yesterday we did the math.
Yeah.
So per child a day, they're supposed to spend 36 shillings.
They do spend 36.
If I give you 36 shillings today, what will you spend on?
I can't even buy a proper stick of gum.
No. Let me tell you. A
proper stick of gum is 70 bob.
You're not even able to prove to FCPM body that the economy is doing well.
Can you buy a soda?
No, you can't.
36 bob.
You can't.
Really? You can't buy a soda with 36 shillings?
You can't.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That is not good.
Yeah, so when you look at, when you see principals asking for extra money, it's because, kwa ground, mambo ni tofauti.
What do you want people to do?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I went through all the phases. Anger, frustration, depression, sadness.
You're like, you know what?
After I said, come, I beg.
A parent will invest anything for their child to get the quality education they deserve.
Yeah.
Especially when it's so evident that the person who's in charge and responsible of providing that has failed. A parent will not fail their children. A parent will not let that happen. It is difficult, it is tough, it should not happen. But what do you expect them to do?
See, Shebi, I told you I've passed. I want to understand these aunties who, when their husband died, is when they now, within 2 years, contracted HIV. But the time has gone, so we'll look into it later because it's a very serious something.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.